say?
You want to help me?
Yeah, you want me to say it?
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, come back here.
Come back here, Milk.
I got
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Okay, so the other night we were visiting some family and we were playing with a lot of cousins and it was so much fun, and it's always so hard when it's bedtime. And so it was bedtime and I was bringing little Indy in and she was so sad. Very, very sad and crying, and just, she was devastated that she had to come in, and some of the other cousins weren't quite going in yet, but they were pretty much going to go to bed as well.
Yeah.
And so we get in the room that we were sleeping in, and I was going to lay her in her pack and play, but she was just so upset. I decided to lay her in my bed with me to try to calm her down. And I lay her down and she turns her back to me and she wouldn't even look at me. And so we sat there for a minute, and I decided to ask her to ask Jesus. I said, how about you ask Jesus if there's anybody you need to forgive or anything you need to hand him over tonight? And instantly when she said, Jesus, is there anybody I need to forgive? She instantly said, you. And so I said, okay, ask Jesus. Say, Jesus, I forgive Mommy for, and I walked her through, say, Jesus, I forgive Mommy for, and she said, for having me come in when everyone else is still awake, right? Yeah, and so she forgave me, and immediately this wall came down and she turned and looked at me because her back was to me. And she's sitting there, and I just decided to keep going, and I said, ask Jesus if there's anything else he wants to tell you tonight. And Jesus told you what? He told you, I love you.
I love you, Jesus.
Yes, and that's what you told him. You said, I love you, Jesus. That's what she said back to him. And then like a few seconds later, she was like all beaming joy, full of joy, smiling, and she said, Jesus took all my sad, and now I'm happy. And it was just the coolest thing to get to see a 2-year-old go through the forgiveness process, and I got to witness it, her go from sad to being full of joy, like, which is her identity, and it was very sweet. Like, there's sometimes we might think kids are too young or too little to go through a forgiveness process, or even take them through some deep questions, as that might sound, like ask Jesus this or ask Jesus that.
Exactly.
But she is 2 and she did it, and I was blown away, and she had the revelation on her own. Jesus took all my sad, and now I'm happy.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
I'm big and strong.
You are
Now
big
you're
and strong.
big and strong.
Yes, you are.
That's right.